proud to present Israeli Salad each week. Israeli Salad brings Israel to you, and you to Israel. So be part of our project, support Israeli Salad, and help us spread the word about life in Israel. To support Israeli Salad, please contact us at yoni@israelnn.com or call 972-3918-5554. And we thank you in advance for your support. Hi everyone, a mikveh in your private home. IDF top generals serenade their outgoing commander, Hadassah Ein Kerem's new emergency center, Israel's basketball Oscars, 200 years of Jewish farmers, and a visit to Tel Katifa today on Israeli Salad. Shalom and welcome to Israeli Salad. The mikvah is the traditional ritual purity bath. In the time of the Holy Temple, the mikvah was necessary in order to become purified before arriving at the temple. Today, it's traditional for men to immerse in the mikvah from time to time, although laws of purity aren't as applicable as in the time of the temple. Immersion for women in the mikvah is still very much a part of the observance of laws of family purity. Immersion in a mikvah was possible mainly in public mikvahs. That is, until Mordechai Kilab came and introduced the option to build a kosher mikvah in every private home. Mordechai Kilab has been involved in the construction trade for many years. Today, Mordechai has found a way to combine this expertise with his vast base of Jewish knowledge.
For years I've been building special things. I used to build different kinds of things, but now, thank God, I'm able to give the public the opportunity for any male who wants to dip in the mikveh every morning at home. Today, there's someone who can arrange a mikveh at home.
Mordechai Kilab builds indoor household mikvahs. Building a mikveh is complicated, as the halakha, the Jewish law, has many specifications regarding the size of the mikveh and the method of collecting the rainwater used in the purifying process.
What's necessary is that the water comes directly from the sky to the place where the people dip, without any interference of any receiving tool.
Kilab's project has been officially approved by Rabbi Mintzberg, the chief mikveh supervisor in Jerusalem.
There are many opinions on this issue, and so in the field of mikvahs, you act according to all the opinions. Our idea gives a halakhic solution according to all opinions in a small area.
One of the inventions that Mordechai has developed is a cement-based mechanism that leads the rainwater directly into the mikvah. By using cement, the mechanism is not considered a vessel in halakhic terminology, and the rainwater in the mikvah is therefore qualified for use. The first mikvah that Mordechai built serves him every morning, as it is located in his own home.
I testify about myself that since I started dipping every morning in my mikveh at home, I feel a change from inside, refinement and purity.
Mordechai believes that in the near future, many homes will be built with indoor mikvahs. However, he emphasizes that whoever involves himself in this field must treat this issue with much respect and must be knowledgeable regarding all the details and rules.
Even people who think they know the halachot can make mistakes and disqualify the mikveh. I meet every client to see who he is, what he's all about. I make sure that no failure will happen, and only after that will I build. My aim is to provide merit to the public.
For more details, you can contact Mordechai at levad, L-E-V-A-D, at zahav.net.il or call 972-52-535-7359. Last week we met IDF commanders who showed off their cooking skills. Now, we'll see IDF commanders showing off their singing skills. And these are not just any commanders. Now don't let the fun atmosphere fool you. These singing officers are very serious guys. These are the top generals from each branch of the IDF Central Command. The generals gathered to record a song in honor of outgoing Chief of Staff, Moshe Ya'alon. We'll have more of the song at the end of our program. The Hadassah Medical Organization has recently been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Hadassah is the largest volunteer women's organization in the United States. Hadassah, the global Zionist women's organization, invests around $100 million a year here in Israel. The money goes towards health and education infrastructure, tourism, as well as land development. The Hadassah Ein Kerem Hospital in Jerusalem has treated more terror victims than any hospital in the world. This experience helped the hospital in designing what is considered to be among the most advanced and effective emergency rooms in the world. Dedicated on Tuesday, March 22nd, the new Center for Emergency Medicine is an above-ground shelter with special safeguards that allow full function during any kind of attack. We visited the Children's Emergency Room, one of the main improvements of this new center.
The old emergency room was awful for the children. It was very small, very not friendly to the children, and there was no room to speak privately with the parents, to hear the history of the patients.
It's very beautiful. Some of the best ideas in emergency centers everywhere were combined here.
Also, we have here the best equipment that we need to treat children. Children must have a friendly place to be with, especially when they are sick.
It looks great for the children. They feel comfortable. It's fun. It's like a hotel, not a hospital.
Next up, it was a very special night for Israeli basketball. Our own David Miller was there and passes us this report.
גביע אירופה של מכבי תל אביב, מדינה עם גביע.
Shalom Yoni, we're outside Netanya at the Gosh Convention Center. We're here tonight for the Israeli Basketball Oscars. It's an opportunity to show just how far Israeli basketball has come over the years. The top 50 Israeli basketball players of all time are being honored. There are some great names, Mickey Berkovich, Tal Brody. We had a chance to speak with them. Let's listen in.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go.
There's a lot of history in Israeli basketball, where we came from, where we're going, and what we have achieved. And I think it's a great honor that Israeli basketball players are being watched and being looked at, and the fact that they're playing in leagues in Russia, they're playing in leagues in Europe.
Due to these men's contributions to the Israeli game, today's players are happy to be among these giants.
There's a lot of legends, basketball legends from all the years of the Israeli basketball, and I'm very happy to take part in this event and very proud.
However, not all is well in the gym, because with success comes foreign interest.
I think Maccabi Tel Aviv now have the most and the best players in Europe, but I think Maccabi Tel Aviv has to maybe use more the local players.
Today they are talking about maybe bringing more foreigners to the Israeli league, and I think it's not going to do well with the young players, because they will have no room to grow.
Tal Burstein is starting for Maccabi Tel Aviv, but I wish that Yaniv Green, Yotam Halperin, and some other Israeli players' talent will come and take place and part with Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Also making an appearance were some of the top American players from days past. And they're special for another reason, too. They not only made baskets, they made Aliyah.
There's about, I think, 7 or 8 guys that stayed here, made Israel their home, learned the language, was in the army, and paid their dues.
The first time that they recognize us, and so it's really an honor, and it's a great moment. And also seeing guys I haven't seen in many, many years.
Well, in typical fashion, we put our own spin on things tonight. It was a tall order, but I think we made a slam dunk. Reporting from Gosh at the Israeli Basketball Oscars for Israeli Salad, I'm David Miller.
Oy, oy. David Miller, we call him Attila the Pun around here.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
To the Land, 200 Years of Jewish Agricultural Settlement was an international conference that was held by the Hebrew University of Jerusalem together with Beit HaTfutzot, the Museum of the Jewish Diaspora. The conference tried to take a new look at how Jewish agricultural settlement played a part in the last 200 years of Jewish history. In conjunction with the conference, an exhibition was mounted in Beit HaTfutzot. The exhibition presents pictures and paintings documenting the lives of the Jewish agricultural colonies in the Soviet Union. We spoke with Dr. Yonatan Dekel-Chen from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, who took part in this conference. Shalom, Dr. Dekel-Chen.
Shalom, Yoni.
So is there a special connection between the Jewish nation and the world of agriculture?
Well, as it turns out, yes. I mean, from biblical times until the modern day, Jews, and in many instances, very large numbers of Jews in the world community, have been agriculturalists of one form or another. Very central ideas and practices of Jewish society have developed on the model of productivization and agrarianization. Most of the movements for the regeneration of the Jewish people, at least part of their agenda had to do with settling Jews on the land. There were other parts as well, but a good portion of this was generated through the idea of the best, quickest, and most efficient way to regenerate the Jewish people is by going to the land.
So according to the research, were the Jewish farmers also good farmers?
You find that wherever Jews are able to remain on the land for a significant amount of time, they're almost always going to be comparatively as good, if not better, than the native farmers, and it's something that's quite striking. Jewish agricultural life is quite extraordinary, not only because they happen to be Jews, but because they're also bringing a type of agriculturalism to the peripheries that simply hadn't been there before, and this in most cases is because of the contribution of Jewish philanthropic organizations.
Dr. Yonatan Dekel-Chen from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Be sure to visit the Israeli Salad website. On the Israeli Salad site, scroll through all the editions, see what topics were presented on each program, and simply click on the icon to watch your favorite program. Also, watch all our fantastic music videos featured right here on Israeli Salad. So be sure to click on www.israelnationaltv.com/salad.htm. That's www.israelnationaltv.com/salad.htm.
And now a visit to another Gush Katif community as part of INN TV's continuing series of features about the communities slated for destruction under the Gaza evacuation. Here's a visit to Tel Katifa.
In 1992, a young group established a new community near the seashore in Gush Katif. The community, Tel Katifa, ensured a continuity of Jewish presence on a 4-kilometer stretch of beachfront. On the festival of Hanukkah in the year 2000, another group of families moved to the community, and today 23 families live in Tel Katifa. The community has not yet been recognized by the authorities, and there were even efforts to prevent the community's expansion. But the residents of Tel Katifa see the logistic difficulties as something that actually improves their lifestyle.
אני מרגישה שמאז שעברנו לפה קודם כל מאוד נבננו. כי הכל צריך לעשות בידיים שלך.
I feel that since we've moved in here, we've built ourselves up a lot. Here, you have to do everything with your own hands. You build everything. You want an activity for your child, you put the activity together. You want a Torah lesson, you bring in someone who will give it over. You do everything.
The community consists of caravans as well as permanent homes that were recently built. According to the plans, 64 homes are to be built in the near future. But meanwhile, residents of Tel Katifa are enjoying the communal atmosphere.
אמנם בכל מחזור יש מספר...
Yes, there are a few children in each age, but they're like brothers, like one big family. I have 6 friends. We love playing in the sand, digging holes.
As opposed to the many small communities that ensure the homogeneous nature of their communities, Tel Katifa is a mixed community with both religious and secular residents.
We let everyone have their own space. Whatever we can do together, we do together.
Life in Gush Katif is not just about growing cabbage and lettuce and building homes. It's also about the lifestyles, like in this small community of Tel Katifa, where the Jewish life and history are a part of the life here.
It's important to live in the land of Israel. God gave us this land. It says in the Bible, from the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the Euphrates River, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea, toward the going down of the sun, shall be your border. If we go, many families will feel that it's not important, and then the Arabs will come and settle here. It won't be ours. So we must settle here so they don't take this away as well. And now our weekly insight. Today we'll be discussing the Parsha, the portion of the week of Korach. Shalom to Rabbi David Samson in Jerusalem.
Shalom Yoni, and shalom to all of our viewers around the world.
In this Parsha, we read of how Korach, the Levite, and 250 followers came to Moses and Aaron and called against their leadership. Korach says, the whole congregation is holy. Now what's the problem with Korach's claims? After all, the whole congregation is holy.
It's actually a very enticing claim, and it's also a very dangerous claim, the one that Korach is making, that everyone is equal. And it sounds very familiar to anybody who grew up in the United States and is familiar with the common denominator of democracy, that all men are created equal. And even though it sounds good, it really negates a basic principle of Judaism, and that a basic principle is that there is a difference. There's a difference between different people, and different people are supposed to be doing different things, and that it's not only a leadership. For instance, there's an entire tribe, which is the tribe of Levi, which is different. They have different precepts and different requirements and different attitudes, and the Jewish people are created with echelons of society, and they have Yisraelim and Leviim and Kohanim. And what the Levites do, the priests don't do. And what the priests don't do, the high priest doesn't do. And the different people amongst the Jewish people are actually supposed to be doing different things. And the only way that you're going to bring the world to a higher level of relating to God is through a denominated degree of different levels of people.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Samson.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
Okay, that's all for this week. Join us again next week for another edition. Until then, from all of us here at INN TV, Shalom.
קוראים לאיש כזה בלשון ימינו ראש אמן. בתוך היער הסבור של בעיות המלחמות, ניצב איתן ניסי אבות, תמיד משה היה אלון. משה, משה, איזה מצביא, תורה כל כך טובה הביא. Father,
תמיד, שלח אגרוף איתם חודר. בנה לנו חומת מגן, ולא ישב על הגדר. תמיד החזיק את המצפן, וגם קבע בלי להספיק. את המצפן של המצפון, לא יחליף שום GPS. משה, משה, איזה מצפין, תורה כל כך טובה הביא.
משה, משה, בהצלחה, אנחנו מצדיעים אליך.
משה, משה, בהצלחה, אנחנו מצדיעים אליך.